What's up, people? Been a while. I see that the eclipse has made people go fucking nuts, and I'm here for it. It has been very entertaining for the last couple of months to just sit back and watch. And today, um, for everybody who doesn't know, Reaper is the salacious crumb in the Jabba the Huckiverse. He's the one that sits on her panels and goes, "Oh, yep, that's right, Huck." Oh, and who she yells at. Why don't I hear noise in the background? Turn the mic off. And then when he doesn't answer, he's like, "Unmute, talk." So anyway, maybe a year ago or so, Reaper, who dry begs constantly. He's always dry begging. This dude, if you say I have a pack of matches, he will go, "I wish I had a pack of matches. If you get an extra one, can you send it to me?" He'll. He is he begs constantly for fucking everything. And he's been pissing and moaning and whining about his shitty little flea bag motel that he lives in as a long-term resident, and how he can't get any work because he scraps shit. And like a year ago, Huck gave him a truck. The goodness of her heart, she gave Reaper a truck. She had Mr. Build a Truck because he's the greatest mechanic in the history of mankind, even though her fucking car sounds like it's falling apart. The car they gave her kid blew up within like 4 months. Her box truck, which she rebuilt and turned out tickety boo, fucking blew up on the road. I don't know if I would take a vehicle that man worked on, but they gave Reaper a truck. Much like the Jeep that they gave Vilified Freedom and the truck that they were going to give Ricky and then drove crushed with a fucking forklift or front end loader. But they gave Reaper a truck and he used it for a little while. I think it was a Ford Ranger. She said it was a Ford Ranger. And hello, Naklo, hello, Alex, hello, Pat, and the other 13 of you who are watching and not commenting. So they gave Reaper a Ford Ranger that Huck claims they put over $1,000 into. And he used it for like a month while he got his truck, which is a significantly larger truck from what I understand, fixed. And then he sold it. And I was listening to the stream where he told Huck he sold it. She went, "No problem. It's a gift. What you do with it, you do whatever you want with it, blah, blah, blah." Well, today this came to a fucking head because he has been begging. He's apparently going home to Massachusetts to hang out with his family or whatever. And he's been just dry begging. And now he's actively shifted to wet begging. I need gas money. People give me gas money. Motherfucker can still afford to smoke, but he needs to beg for gas money. And I apologize, folks. If you are on here smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, or drinking alcohol and saying that you need money, I'm going to laugh at you because clearly you don't need money because you can afford vices. Anyway, I don't know what set her off today, other than that I know she said she gave him $50 a few days ago, and then today he was begging, saying he needed dog food. But it turned into her bitching about this fucking truck. This is if you see the title of the stream, it's Reaper took the danegeld, and the danegeld is a reference to the fact that the Vikings used to show up and make you an offer you couldn't refuse. And once you took advantage of that offer, you never got rid of the Vikings. They would always be around forever. And if you didn't do what the Vikings wanted, horrible consequences would occur. And this is pretty much like Huck is the kind of bitch that she will ask you to drive her around one night. She'll put $5 of gas in your car and you'll drive her around, and then she'll claim that she only used $4. And for the rest of your life, she's got $1 of gas in your tank and you're driving on her dime. She doesn't give gifts. She gives strings and anchors that once you have it, she controls everything you do for the rest of your life. Or she claims that you've taken advantage of her and you're pissing off Mr. who, for somehow, this dude works 16 hours a day, according to her, 7 days a week. But he's apparently always sitting right next to her, belting out these long ass sentences that she relays to everybody on YouTube, even though when he actually speaks, it's in short 2 to 3 word sentences, none of the words more than 4 letters. But it was quite hilarious. If you go earlier today and look at Reaper's stream, if it's still up, and then Huck's stream, where she just was screaming at him and lecturing him and everything else, I'm curious why you didn't just tell her to go fuck herself, because that's what I would have done. Listen, if you give someone a gift, you've given it to them. What they do with it at that point is their business. It's not yours anymore. If you don't like it, don't give them any more gifts, but it doesn't give you the right to sit there and lecture and scream at somebody and carry on with them. It's just it was hilarious to me to watch the comeuppance. The same thing that has happened to every single person that has ever sat beside that bitch happened to Reaper today. She turned on him. Um, I don't know what's going on in her life. She keeps coming, going live and screaming about people and saying her life is so great and it's so wonderful and everybody else. But she sure sits here a lot and bitches about other people. And it's hilarious to me because what is it that ASMR likes to say? You know what they say, hurt people hurt people. And she spends a lot of time on here trying to hurt people. But I found that highly entertaining. And speaking of ASMR, we have a new contender in the live stream arena. ASMR or whatever the fuck his name is, bruh, whatever, is live to YouTube and Rumble and satellite feed, whatever the fuck that means. He was live last night, very very obsessed with Eric Brandt for some reason, and Mr. Bird, and then had some snippets of some phone calls. When did we start record? When did it become the thing to do to record every phone call you make with anybody so you can save it, play it back later? When did that become a thing? Anyone? Because it seems to be happening a lot. Seems to me if you've ever called someone from this community, expect it to have been recorded and to be cut up and brought and played back down the road. Just more reason in my mind to not call people in this fucking community, because they're probably going to use it on you. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I got. Have a good evening.